You know what's wild? This is a crazy time of year when you're trying to keep your head above water because New Year's Eve was a couple nights ago. Obviously, a lot of people party, major cities, major hubs. It's all on the TV. And everybody's thrilled to party and they got the hats, the glasses on, drinks are flowing, everything's great. That tends to seem like it's earlier in life where you party, or if you're just going great, or if you just ignore your feelings. So there's a lot going on. You go here, things are great, you're partying, drinking, having a blast, kissing people you don't know, and then 1 minute later, right after the ball drops, and they sing that damn Auld Lang Syne. After they sing that song, then the mood changes. Maybe it don't change when you're one of the people out, but when you're in the house and you're watching this on TV, the thing changes. Do you notice that? And it's kind of wild because you go from happy to like sunken, and that's some people. Some people, like myself, it's always a hard time. At this age, I notice that every time this holiday happens, it's a reflection time. I look back on, who I'm missing, who passed this year. Why are things in my life not what I expected them to be at this age? Like all these types of things come on. So it's a wild range of emotions that you go in this particular time. And when I talk in these videos, I'm journaling my path through how I think and hoping that you also have similar paths that you go on as well. But I want us to figure out how to be free thinking, happy within our own skin, and able to do the things that we want to do to make us happy. Because there's a lot of forces out here that are fighting against you being happy. Given that this time comes, I couldn't resist coming on and at least talk about this one little portion of time. And us being able to stay above the loneliness, the solitude feeling, and don't let it sink into depression, or whether clinical or just some kind of temporary descriptor of what you're feeling. It seems like a lot of people I love, who I care about, and who I just know, some of them seem to be afraid of solitude. They're afraid of loneliness. When loneliness hits, it's like, oh, I feel bad. There's nobody around. You don't have to. And there's something to be said for the difference between being alone and being lonely. When you're alone, it's just simply, or there's no people around. You're alone. But being lonely is a state of mind. I hate to use victim mentality because I'm not that person, but it is like a feeling sorry for yourself sort of thing. And you don't necessarily have to do that. There's things you can do with your loneliness to help fuel you for the times when you're not in it, to give you more gas. Just like if you have a car that you put 87 octane gas in, that's minimal. You put 91, 93 or something higher in, it's cleaner gas. It burns cleaner and it's better for the car. So then you have that. I want to put better gas in our machine. Okay, so we're social creatures. I think people are social, and you do need interaction with people to strengthen your charisma, your emotional intelligence, your confidence in yourself. But you also have, there's two things on the scale. You have to have some solitude, whether it's forced on you, hopefully not, or if you just choose it. I chose it, and I'm going to explain why I chose it. But if you, like when you sleep, for instance, your body heals itself a lot during sleep, but you burn so much energy all day worrying about life and things you got to do, bills you got to pay, and make money. When you sleep, it's time to just chill. You're not burning any energy. So the energy your body creates, it gets to go ahead and fix everything that's wrong with you that you probably fucked up when you were awake doing all this other stuff. So sleep is helpful to build a strong person, a strong body. Having some loneliness built into your life is a time when you need to help balance out who you are. I don't want us to take it as a negative thing or a fearsome thing or something they shouldn't do. Just use it to do something constructive. And for me, for instance, I moved to a place where there's less people moving at less speed than in East Coast City. And I think it's tremendous in that it gives me time to process what's going on and things that I really want to do. I already know I have to work until I damn near die. You have to slave, you have to pay bills. The bills don't stop whether you're sick, dirty, or dumb, like they still just come. But when you're alone, you have time to think. And the thing that I like to think about is I want to know where my people are from. Where are they from? And then I want to focus on that. I want to go to that place when I find out where they're from. I want to feel the stuff that they have there. Can I live there? Is it a place that I feel like I'm home? Because there's something that I don't feel often. I don't often feel like I'm at home or like I'm welcome to make someplace my home. So I'm on the search of that. When you're on the day-to-day grind, you don't have time to figure out, well, when am I going to take some time to do some research? Or when am I going to take some time to go to the library and look through the tapes or talk to my older family members and see what they remember to help start me out? You don't have time for that. But when you're on your own and you have a period of solitude, you can use that constructively to build what makes you feel better. And just like good gas makes a car run better, doing something that you want to do in this world where you have to do a ton of things you don't want to do in order to just live and exist, I think that's invaluable. You can do something. Like right now, for instance, you could say, I want to paint. So what I'm going to do is, I can't drop everything. But what you can do is set up an area, a station, a desk, where you want to do that. Set up an easel, set up the paints, clear it off, or make it messy, however you vibe, however you get down. Build that up so that when you're in this grind and looking around, trying to find time to do that thing you want to do that makes you feel better, you're going to walk past it 10 times a day after work. And you can look at it, bam, the desk right there. It's all set up. All I got to do is sit down and pick up the brush, pick up the pencils. I think we have to focus on that kind of thing. I want you to do that. If you want to learn a language, on your solitude, pick it up, put it in your ear, and take the course, take the class, learn a little bit, one step at a time. When I do demolition, sometimes you go into the basement and there's a pile of dirt 4 feet high, entire basement floor, can't see it. I could be turned off by that. But what happens is you take the shovel and you put it in that pile and you throw it out on the conveyor belt. You put it in again, throw it on the conveyor belt, stretch it, whatever you need to do, relax, do it slow, but still put the damn shovel back in the dirt and throw it on the conveyor belt. You just do that, you get into a trance, and you look up again a little bit later, half the pile's gone. It's just small steps you make that help get you to where you want to go. I'm trying to convey little ways that I approach problems in hopes that you also connect with them in some way and can help something that you do as well. Hopefully that's taking place. But I do think we have to put our hobbies and what we want to do, our real loves, our passions, on the table for ourselves and slow this whole thing down. When you're lonesome, you don't have to be afraid of the quiet. You can revel in the quiet with that. Put together the things you like to do and make that happen, whether it's chasing some dreams or learning to invest. Like my family, my mother always taught me, don't mess up your credit. It's one of the most important things you're going to have. Couldn't have been more true. I thought it was funny when she said, who cares about credit? But I never learned how money works. If you don't come from a family who has money, whose family had money, and you keep going back up, you don't have that generational money, you don't know things to do. You don't have the space to start a business, and you're backed by your people who have it and who can steer you in the right direction and get you on the path. But it doesn't mean you can't ever do it. You just got to learn that. This could be one of the things you do. Every time you find yourself in solitude, pick that book up, turn that video on, and learn something. I think it gets you there, and it ultimately makes you a better person who's ready to handle all life stuff so that you can enjoy the social interaction that we have. And then when that slows down, it doesn't have to depress you. You can just turn and say, this is the time when I can read a couple more books, watch a couple videos, and maybe clean an area of my house so that I can perform whatever I'm doing better. It makes it more inviting when it's clean and you see it's like, ooh, I can just go there. I want us to work on that. The focus is not letting depression put you in a mind cast. It doesn't have to be that. If you can steer yourself away from that to accomplish something that makes you feel good, the fact that it feels good minimizes the space to feel bad because you're feeling good. You're doing something productive. That's all I want to get across. This is a little bit shorter video, but as I say, I don't want to waste your time. And I think time is the most valuable commodity we have. So I hope you enjoy your weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.